enthusiasm,
Yeah,
happy with the technique?
Yeah, they did pretty good. It's good for those guys, but they went out and executed, and so it's good to see. They've paid attention all week.
A lot of coachable moments coming out of that game for those guys.
Oh, sure, yeah,
Especially
for everybody,
team.
but yeah, certainly for them, and they'll be a lot better, for it, having an opportunity to play. So, and a lot of them got to play a lot of the game. So, a lot of the second team guys anyway, in particular.
Brent, at this stage of their careers, how much do you think K'Von and Isaiah and Tanner enjoy the versatility and moving around as much as they have?
Well, I'm sure, I'm sure for them it's fun doing different things. And, I think they understand, the strategy part of things. And, they've really bought into that and understand not only, again, the what, but the why. And so they've done a great job of, maturing within the system that way.
When your players refer to you as a mad scientist, I envision you sequestered away in like an underground laboratory with
Yeah.
Cheetos and Chris Farley videos.
Mm-hmm.
Am I accurate?
Yeah, not quite. And again, whatever we do, it's only as good as the players that are out executing it. So first and foremost, it's them, and then we have not reinvented the wheel at all. And what we do is again a collaborative, effort. So I'm just trying to find the best way to utilize the personnel that we have, and that can change from week to week, but we have enough versatility where we can do that.
K'Von says he loves the way, how enthusiastic you get when they make a big play. Like the other day, he said he saw you on video after with his interception, and says that just really energizes them and all. How do you feel like when you're out there?
Well, it's all of us because there's a celebration for all of us, just because there's a lot of hard work that goes in to the week, every week, and you got to start over. So it's really, exhausting. The physical preparation, the mental preparation, and so again, anytime you have success after all that hard work, man, you've really invested and you're passionate about it, and you're passionate for your players and your love for your players, and so it's just emotion, enthusiasm, passion, love for the game, and for the guys that you work with.
You think sometimes you want to go out there?
I'm sorry?
You think sometimes you want to be out there, maybe get an interception?
No, yeah. I might be able to get a pick because I know where to be. I'd have to pitch it or lateral it after I got it. But.
Is North Carolina similar to any team y'all have seen either this year or sometime last year? Is this a new?
Sure. Yeah. No. A lot of the spread teams are doing a lot of the same stuff, and they have their own flavor to it as well. You'll see some of the same similarities. A lot of the counters and the RPOs that you saw even this last week, you'll see with North Carolina as well, and quarterback run game and move the pocket. And these guys they're deep at running back. I know we talked about last week's back being a great player, and they've got 3 really good backs, and utilize the tight end a lot more in a throwing game than last week's opponent. But and again, of course, everything goes through the quarterback, in the run game.
Brent, when you play as many guys as you were able to last week, is there a balance between the need to build depth and the need to keep the front line guys as crisp and sharp as you have to?
Sure, yeah, and I think we did that. We played we rotated a little bit on our side of the ball with our 1s and 2s in the first half, but I can't remember what it was. Was it 38-3 at halftime?
Yeah.
38-3 at halftime. So, I think we played a bunch of, maybe not all of them, but a bunch of the ones that first drive of the second half, and then started to aggressively substitute. So, I thought that they got the work that they needed to get in. And but again, it's a long season, and you're going to have some injuries, and you gotta develop your team, so they need to play meaningful situations too.
What's the biggest progression or most important steps you've seen KJ Henry take from year 1 to year 2?
Fundamentals and just discipline, and he's still working on all those things too. But he's made noticeable improvement with, again, pad level and his footwork, and his alignments and his execution. And then again, playing under stress with those same techniques and fundamentals, and eye discipline, not looking in the backfield, standing straight up and down when you're looking in the backfield, and you're getting dug out of gaps. And he's learning how to be a more physical player at the point of attack and not just a pass rusher.
Brent, when you look at UNC and their new quarterback, the freshman, what do you see in him so far?
Very savvy, big arm, quick release, tough, competitive, instinctual, intelligent, plays with a lot of passion, and he's athletic and mobile. He's a guy that I know was very, we tried to get him, so I know how our offensive staff, felt very strongly about him.
What's your relationship like with Mack Brown? Is it kind of strange to you facing him again now?
I don't look at it as strange. Most of the career that I've had, I've known Mack Brown as Coach Brown, really all of my career. So it's when he was, handing us the mic and interviewing us, it was the same way. It's Coach Brown. Difference is he's not Texas now. He's at North Carolina, and so for me, it's it's one of the best ever to coach the game, and so it's neat to see him still involved in the game and doing well. You can coach, and he's obviously done a great job of, like all good coaches, will continue to evolve, and he's a great leader, and he's had a lot of success for all those reasons.
I bet when when it was time to focus on Coach Brown back in your old life, I mean, that must have been bunker mentality for you guys.
Yeah, it's
that Oklahoma, Texas rivalry.
Sure. I mean, that's a long history and a tradition-rich rivalry, and a lot of high stakes. And in the state of Texas, Texas is, that's the crown jewel, and they're hard to beat, in recruiting. But we had a lot of wars, in recruiting, and certainly a lot of battles on the field. A lot of emotion goes into that game. So just like you would see it's more similar to a South Carolina and Clemson rivalry than it is Oklahoma and Oklahoma State. To be honest, it's just another level. Even though Oklahoma State's a big rival of Oklahoma, it's a whole different set of cards that you're dealing with.